Welcome to the Mississippi Valley State University Sports Game press conference, where the Delta Devils were defeated by the Grambling State Tigers 77-75. We're joined by head coach Andre Payne, Jordan Evans, and Dante Scott. Coach, would you open up with your comments on tonight's game, please?
Well, definitely a tough one, losing this game. We knew how important this game was. We just couldn't get it going consistently. We would have a spurt where we run off a few buckets, and then we would go flat for too long. And at the end, we ran off a couple buckets, but just ran out of time. Proud of the way my guys fought, because we stayed in it when they could have easily pulled away. Every time they went up 8 or 9 or 10, we reeled them right back in, but we just couldn't get them in close enough to where we could get that last shot there.
At one point in the ball game, they kind of took advantage of it, began to go on the inside with their height, and kind of kept a little cushion based on that for a moment.
Yeah, they did a good job. Their size played a huge factor on us because they brought the kid Xavier HPER part off the bench, and about 6'9", probably about 275. We couldn't stop him once he got close to the basket. And once we doubled down, they swung the ball, and you had, number 3, I forgot it, You had Hillier, who knocked down just about every three. He was 6 for 10 tonight. You say to yourself, wow, he would choose tonight to go 60% from the three-point line. Just a tough heartbreaker there.
But as you said earlier, you still have to like the way your team fought, coming up a tough ball game against Jackson State, then coming in a tough ball game against Grambling. A lot of minutes for the players that you had on the court tonight.
Yeah. These guys, they played a whole lot of minutes. With our situation with 8 guys, we wanted to try to rest them here and there, but the game did not allow us to. You got to keep your horses in there, and they fought. And if you can see at the end of the ball game, they were still fighting. So I'm definitely proud of them.
Could the wear and tear be a factor, not just from fatigue in this ball game, but coming out of the other ball game with 8 players tonight, 8 players? Would that wear and tear be a factor the more games you play with the players? Well,
they're human, so definitely they're going to wear and down a little bit. But when those guys out there on the court, I don't think that even crosses their mind. Mentally, I don't think they wore out. But physically, you may run a little slower and jump a little less. But other than that, they stayed in the ball game and fought hard, and they were energized to the end.
Dante, talk about your game tonight, what you brought to the team tonight.
I just try to be patient on offense, finding gaps, because they kept going into their little 2-3 zone. So when everybody was attacking, I was just cutting into the gap and just catching the finish, really.
I noticed you kept coming right in the middle, getting a lot of easy shots right there. It looked like that space was open just for you. Yeah.
Evans, talk about the game tonight, coming into the game and where it went.
We did our game plan was right on point. We just some little plays that we didn't make at the beginning of the game. They got us down. It was hard for us to get back up once we got down.
Could you talk about their size, but at the same time, out-rebounded them 40-37. We caused them to turn the ball 15 times. Talk about how we were able to do that, out-rebounding them, even with their size. Coach.
Because we got so much heart. That's why. Don't get me wrong. I wrote up on the board before the game started. I said, guys, they got 3 players out on the court that's just about bigger than everybody else we got on the court. So, but what we got to do, we got to become better at boxing out. We got to become better at using our legs and move them out of there. And then I told them we had to gain rebound. I said we can't afford for anybody to leak out. Everybody had to go to the ball, and that's what we did. You look statistically, we had 12 offensive rebounds, and that's very good against a team with that much size. Now their size did play a factor once they got it down there, because they were so tall and carried so much weight, and we gave ground. And like I said, once we started had to double so hard, they had a guy to bail them out on the 3-point shots. Even 25, the 5, Dante Jackson. I mean, he hit a 3 that was huge just when we were making a run, and they just hit the right shots at the right moment.
And that seemed to be it because you talk about in the paint, beat them there, 22-16, turnovers, 20-8, beat them there. Second chance points, we beat them there, 17-5. So the 3-point shot had to be the difference in the ball game that they made.
Yeah, probably the biggest difference in the ball game. We got 64 shot attempts into their 57. The difference is, just like George said, it was the beginning that we got down. You can see we outscored them in the second half, 46-38. We outscored them by 8 points in the second half. But it's just the fact that you went in at halftime by 10. We just needed a better start. That's all.
Talk about this team. I mean, never quit. I mean, down to the last seconds, and you make the last shot to still fight. Talk about the heart of this team this season.
I feel like we fought hard this game. We never give up in no situation. That's in life or anything. So that's about it.
Coach, talk about the free throw difference. We shot 16 out of 23. They only shot 9 out of 13. In other words, we really didn't foul them until the late part of the game. They really didn't get any free throws.
We work on that. We work on getting over and taking charges. If you look at the beginning of the game, I think we took 5 charges in the first half, and that's something that we really emphasized this year, is taking charges and not allowing them to get at least in the last 6 ball games, not allowing people to get to the basket. Because when we were watching film, we were giving up too many layups, and we were putting people on the foul line too often. And layups and free throws are the easiest shot in the game. So we made a conscious effort to make sure we didn't give up those there. Now, one of the things that we did, we shot well tonight from the free throw line. That really kept us in it, because if we weren't shooting well, they probably could have pulled away. But because we went to the free throw line and we made key free throws, that was huge for us there, to keep us in the ball game, keep it close enough to give us a chance to, get that shot there at the end.
Talk about Dante Smith, Holden Smith, Ivan Smith, number 1.
Yeah.
Took 4 points to the ball game. 30 minutes of play, but he scored 4 points. Talk about him, because that's unusual.
You have to give kudos to Jordan, and then a few other people that switched off on him, because we put a lot of emphasis on stopping him. I mean, the guy averages about 16 points a game, and we said we weren't going to let him get any attacks to the basket, and that's what we did. He could not get any attacks to the basket, and when he did, I think one there at the end, he was looping the hoop, trying to spin it off the glass, and that was just us doing our job, like that guy staying disciplined and not letting him get any opportunity. Like I say, this team here, I'm proud of them. I mean, it's tough. It's tough because we know we needed this win, but I'm proud because they fought. You never give up. That I always talk to them about life. There are going to be adversities that we go through, and that you got to overcome. You got 1 or 2 choices: either stay in the fight or lay down. And I don't ever believe in laying down.
He also picked up 3 fouls early in the game.
Yeah. Game plan. We had a game plan. We wanted to go at him. We wanted to go at him, and then we took I think a charge or 2 on him, which was what we wanted. We wanted to get him fouled out in the second half, but kudos to him. He did a good job of not picking up the 4th and 5th foul in halftime. It just happens this way sometimes.
Supposed to had the size advantage, height advantage on Allison. You had to sit EJ for a few minutes. Talk about bringing him out, had to bring him back in, because during that time they were able to score some points on Allison.
Well, it's always difficult when you have to sit Emmanuel down, because that's the one true shot blocker we have. That's the one, Caleb, he doesn't get off the floor quite like Emmanuel does. He got a big body where he can push people, but he doesn't have that lift. So whenever you got to sit Emmanuel down, that always becomes tough on you. Have to sit him down. And but nevertheless, he didn't go in and pick up those fouls in the second half. He did a good job to keep that we could keep him in the second half.
Coach, talk about the game Saturday coming up with Arkansas Pine Bluff. What we need to do to get a win.
Well, we definitely got to contain McKnight. You know, that's huge. We know how what kind of numbers he's put up this year. You don't want him coming and getting 25 points, 20. You know, if you can hold him, minimize him, you definitely got him. If you don't minimize him, then you better minimize everybody else. And you got to be able to score effectively off their zone. They play a 2-3, 1-2-2 zone that's really tough. You got to make shots. You got to get in the gaps and you got to make shots. And so we got to be prepared to knock down shots.
They lost tonight, 67-66, 1 point loss. So with that, them losing the game be extra motivation for them to come in and try to win?
Well, you know, if they knowing their coach, Coach Andre, I mean, regardless of who are they playing or whatever, they coming to win. And I know Coach Andre don't want to come back to his alma mater and lose, so you know, we gonna be ready to fight them when they come in here.
Scott, talk about the final game at home here. What it means to you guys as seniors to go out and get a win, have a good ball game at home.
It means a lot to us. It's the last game home that I'm gonna fight hard. One last fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big game for us. You know, it's gonna be our last game at Mississippi Valley, so we gotta go out and try to get a dub.
Aspiration to play after you leave out of state.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for our MVSU Sports Network post-game press conference. Thank you, man.
All right.